Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the new Samsung Galaxy On5 Pro. So the On5 Pro and On7 Pro was announced a couple of weeks back. So this device is priced 9190 and available exclusively on Amazon. So this device is another budget offering from Samsung below the 10k price point in India. So let's see how the device fared in terms of the performance and other aspects. Before we go into the detailed aspects, let's see the quick specifications of this device. So this device comes with a 5-inch HD display. It's a TFT panel and a 720p display with 294 pixels per inch. It is powered by an Exynos 3475 quad-core chipset, which is clocked at 1.3 GHz with a 2GB RAM and a 16GB internal storage. It is having a Mali T720 GPU. And along with that, it has an 8 megapixel rear camera, 5 megapixel front facing camera, a 2600 mAh battery, and Android 6.0 Marshmallow along with Samsung's TouchWiz UI. So that was the spec aspect of the Samsung Galaxy On5 Pro. Now let's go into the detail aspect. First step, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, Samsung does not offer anything new in this device. It's the same design and build quality of any other Samsung mid-range phone, be it the J5, the J7, On5 Pro, On7 Pro, even the J3. All these devices have almost similar design. We have this physical home button with two capacitive touch buttons, and then we have the fox leather kind of finish on the rear panel. This was almost the first time Samsung introduced this finishing was way back in 2013 when Samsung Galaxy Note 3 was announced. So Samsung hasn't done much with the design in the budget segment. We have the same camera unit, the speaker unit, the LED flash, almost same design and build quality. The sides of the device has been given a chrome finishing, but that does not give a premium feel to the device. So overall, we would say design and build quality disappoints. It is having quite decent build quality, but when you compare with many other phones in this segment which offer metallic construction and great build quality, Samsung is lagging behind in terms of the design and build quality. Now let's move on to the display. So this phone comes with a 5-inch HD display. That's a 720p display, and it's a TFT panel, unlike the Super AMOLED panels on the J series. So the display colors look quite decent. They're not as vivid as a Super AMOLED display, and in this price segment we are seeing a lot of full HD displays. So when you compare with that, this display does not give a great feeling, but then it's quite decent display. The viewing angles aren't as good as what you see on the J2 or the J series phones, but it's a quite decent display. And apart from that, there is no protection offered on the display, and there is the ambient light sensor which is missing on this device. Again, you need to enable the outdoor mode if you're going outside. So Samsung has again skipped the ambient light sensor on this device. So in the displays department, we would say Samsung Galaxy On5 Pro has just a decent display, which is not really the best in this category. Now let's move on to the software and performance. So in the software department, Samsung has shipped with the latest Android 6.0 Marshmallow along with Samsung's TouchWiz UI. So you can see here the UI hasn't any difference when compared to any of the Samsung phone. We have the decent set of options. We have theming support. You can download additional themes. There are some basic themes available, so you can download them. You can create your account and download them. So there are basic amount of customization available. You can see the notification center and quick toggles. They are again customizable. A lot of added features are included. You can see the power saving mode, ultra power saving mode, ultra data saving mode. Then you have S bike mode, wherein you can enable that mode when you're driving or riding a bike. Any calls will not be received onto this device unless it's really urgent and you have to stop riding or driving to accept the call. So that is S bike mode. We have already done a detailed video on that. So in the software wise, we would say this device has quite good software. It's pretty optimized software, no laggy nature, and a decent set of options are also included. No bloatwares are included except for few apps from Samsung Rust. All are basic apps needed. So it's a quite a decent UI, we would say, in this segment with decent amount of customization as well. Now talking about the performance, so this runs on Exynos 3475 quad-core chipset, which is clocked at 1.3 GHz, and it has Mali T720 GPU along with 2GB GB RAM and 16 GB internal storage, which is again expandable. On the performance count, this device has quite good performance in day-to-day tasks, and we did never experience any laggy nature. And while the gaming performance was not that great, we did experience some lags and not a really great performance, but the overall performance in day-to-day tasks except for the gaming was quite good, and we never experienced any issues. So Samsung has optimized the UI for the available RAM and the processor, and works quite well. Now looking at the benchmark score of this device, it has just 26,326 as the benchmark score, the Antutu benchmarking score. And when you compare with other devices, say for example the Redmi Note 3, which is almost priced in the same category below 10k, you can see that the benchmark scores are quite low for a phone in the segment. But then benchmark score isn't everything about the performance, it's just a score. But then the overall performance on this device looks quite decent, although the gaming performance was not that great. So out of the 16 GB internal storage, you have around 10 to 11 GB available. You can also expand the storage via micro SD card. Now this phone comes with 4G LTE, and it does come with dual SIM card support as well. So that was the software and performance aspect. Now let's move on to the camera. So this phone comes with an 8 megapixel rear camera and LED flash along with a 5 megapixel front facing camera. Now the camera interface looks quite decent. We have a decent amount of options. You can see there is also Pro mode available, so you can have a look at the settings where you can customize the white balance, ISO, exposure, all those things can be done. So the camera interface is quite decent overall. And now looking at the camera samples, that's where this device disappoints. The 8 megapixel shooter is inconsistent with the colors, and they're quite average photographs taken with this device. The color quality doesn't look good. The overall clarity also was just average. There are many other devices in this category which performs better than this device. So the 8 megapixel shooter on the Samsung Galaxy On5 Pro is quite a disappointing camera, and it's not the best. We have already done the detailed camera review of this device. You can also check out that video to have a look at different samples taken with this device. So that is the camera aspect. Now let's talk about the battery. So this phone comes with a 2600 mAh battery, and the battery performance was quite good on this device. With Android 6.0 Marshmallow coupled with Samsung's other features like power saving mode and ultra power saving mode, you can definitely get 1 day of usage with this device. And if you're a casual user, this battery shouldn't be of a bother to you, because this does give decent performance all around. So that is the battery aspect. So now this device is priced 9190, available exclusively on Amazon. So does this device really make value for money? We wouldn't really recommend this device in this category, because we have a lot of other devices like the Redmi Note 3, the Meizu M3 Note, a lot of other devices like even the On7 Pro is much better than this device. So all in all, the On5 Pro is quite a disappointing device in many counts, because the design is not really up to the mark. The display is just a TFT panel. The camera is disappointing. The software and performance was quite decent, but then still not up to the mark of other devices. So where does really the Samsung Galaxy On5 Pro excels? It's just after sales service and warranty that is where the Samsung as a brand is really strong. So not too many devices offer such great after sales service in this price point. So that's the only aspect we would say the On5 Pro has to its advantage when compared to, say for example, the Redmi Note 3, the Meizu M3 Note. We have the Laiko, La2, La1S is available for 9999. So all these devices have better performance all round than the Samsung Galaxy On5 Pro. So that's all guys with the detailed review of the On5 Pro. If you plan to buy this device, we have the link in the description. You can check out that link to buy this from Amazon. So thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.